wants to massacre him.
Go on out there and kill them. Wipe them out. All of them. To the very last man. Violence. Brutality.
Trick-or-treaters are all dead. Isn't it beautiful? Take a walk in the cemetery.
Get eaten up by cannibals.
Celebrate Halloween.
Love and kisses, Penny baby.
Good evening and welcome. Episode 5 of the Dead Entertainment Podcast. Bates here. Tonight I'm joined by my co-host of Way of Life Live, fellow writer for deadentertainment.com, Ray Morse. How are you tonight? I know you just woke up.
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Fucking just exhausted. It's like Friday is just like Friday's the night you want to go out, you want to party, you want to go drink. It's like fucking after a work week, you just want to go home and just be old.
Yeah, I've been there.
There's just no way to make Friday night just good when you get older anymore. But it is what it is. But we are here, ready to do another live commentary, and let's see. Also with us again tonight, Dead Entertainment's senior writer, LB Lebumsky. Thanks for joining us, buddy. How are you tonight?
I'm here, man. That's about all I can say.
I think that's really... Yeah, I was going to say that's pretty much what we all can say at this point. Heard you started a new job. How's that going?
Oh, it's kicking my ass right now, but give me a couple weeks and it'll be like any other job. I've been out of the workforce for like an extended 2-month vacation, so it's hit me particularly hard, but yeah, it's life.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, I guess you gotta just be happy that you're back in the working force. You know, fucking getting a job nowadays isn't the easiest thing.
Money's money.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm. All right, so what are we watching tonight? Well, let's see. We want to talk about the movie first, or we want to do some just quick plugs for the site?
You know how we do. We gotta kind of like bridge the gap between the last commentary, which was, I don't even know when it was.
It was April 20th.
Look at that, man. You were on point.
April 20th, last commentary, we did Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter.
A classic.
Indeed, a lot of fun with that one. One of my favorite of the franchise, one of my all-time favorite horror movies all around. That was a lot of fun. And tonight we are going to be watching probably my favorite Lucio Fulci film, 1980s Gates of Hell, otherwise known as City of the Living Dead.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
try. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the Italian version of it. But good lord, what a mouthful that one is.
Bora nella città de morti vivente.
Our resident Italian, everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I can speak it. I just add that Italian inflection and it makes it sound Italian. So
Yeah, exactly. It's completely artificial.
yeah, I mean, just because I was born into an Italian family and my grandparents spoke Italian doesn't mean I can speak it or understand it.
I mean, I lived in an Italian neighborhood for 25 years, so like I should have a little bit of that in me, but no, it's even my own heritage is completely lost on me.
At least you can order the food.
That's
Rigatoni.
true. What are we like? 5 minutes in, and we're already being insensitive.
Oh, you're not insensitive. The host is Italian. It's all right. I give you permission. Make fun of us guineas.
I know an Italian. It's all right.
You can make fun of me and like pierogies if you want, since you know, my heritage.
Oh boy, we are off to an interesting start.
All right. So, how does this work? How do these commentaries work? Well, basically, we're going to introduce the film. Hopefully you guys have it at home and you got it loaded up, ready to go. And we're going to end up doing a countdown. When I reach the bottom of the countdown, we're all going to hit play. So we're pretty much all on the same spot of the movie. And then it's just going to work like any other commentary. If you have never seen this film before, it's God, I don't even know how to explain it. It's gonna mess with you. It's a weird fucking movie, but
It really is.
it's one of the best zombie movies. The effects are top notch, and it might have the greatest music score ever in a movie ever.
Emphasis on ever.
So, yeah, if you've never seen this movie before and you happen to have it tonight and you're going to watch it with us, you're in for a treat. Just get ready to just be really confused, though. It's not the easiest movie to kind of follow. It kind of bounces around and the characters are weird. It's an Italian film, all right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, all of the Italian cannibal and zombie movies from this time period are definitely something else. Like my personal favorite, Zombie 2, has like this really weird midget portraying like what's supposed to be like a 10-year-oldish boy that's obsessed with his mom, for example. So that just gives you kind of a flavor of what these movies are all about from time to time.
There's always that like hard-nosed detective that's way too slow at figuring out anything for the entire movie. He's like looking around a crime scene. He's like, "We got a boat here." It's like, "Yeah, you've been standing on it for an hour, man."
You know, the one thing that this movie is missing is the random out of place like 70s cop theme show music.
Yes, like in what's it called? Cannibal Ferox.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like we need to do a commentary for that just to listen to the music.
Oh yeah,
We'll do a
no.
commentary to the soundtrack.
That's gonna happen. That's happening.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's definitely do that. Cannibal Ferox will be on a future Dead Entertainment live commentary.
You heard it first here. 2 weeks from now, Cannibal Ferox.
Oh, look at LB being ambitious. So I'm tired, buddy.
All right, everybody. He doesn't set the
Drink
dates.
your coffee from yesterday, Ray, and be quiet.
Fair enough. It's delicious. Yeah, I agree. Fulci films are very weird, and if you hear us like randomly talk like that, we're in YouTube right now. So like, come hang out and chat if you're listening elsewhere.
Where else would they be listening?
Oh yeah, you know what? Facebook Live was a complete shit show. I shut it off.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were gonna try to.
I was doing it for a few minutes, and in order to capture the audio, I needed the YouTube audio like up. So I was hearing a delayed conversation while we were trying to talk, and I'm just like, okay, I can't do this. I need another streaming computer.
Yeah, learning the stream, it can be a little frustrating at times.
Yeah, we're gonna master it one day. So keep tuned in.
All right. So before we start the movie, just some quick website plugs. I am currently working, nearly done, on a very special week-long event celebrating the career and movies of my favorite actress, Angela Bettis. That event should be starting, I would say, in the next couple of days. I just need to button up a few more things, and we'll be ready to roll with that. That's going to be a movie overview focusing on Angela Bettis' performance in each movie, and it's going to be a movie a day we're going to go through. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I've put a lot of work into it, so I think you guys are going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different concept where you just kind of like zoom in on one person's performance, and that doesn't very often get done. So it's going to be an interesting perspective if you aren't familiar with her. Having seen a bunch of her movies myself, and I don't have a restraining order on me like Matt does. Like I could tell you right now that these are going to be like, you're going to basically want to run out and check out her movies just off of that. Some of you may be already familiar with her. You might not know that she's also a director and a writer and all sorts of things like that. So it's really going to be an interesting perspective for like us to take the microscope and zoom in on her, and maybe open your eyes to things that you might not have seen before.
Also, today on deadentertainment.com was our latest Rotting Corpse entries. If you guys have not been following that series on the website, you're missing out big time. Go to deadentertainment.com, check out the Rotting Corpse articles. They are very, very funny, very, very clever. You guys will definitely get a kick out of them.
Yeah, today's we talk about well, we don't talk about it. The Rotting Corpse talks about it. Capcom's staff being too lazy to finish Resident Evil 2 remake, and the headline of the day for the most part is Ash Williams retires to follow dream of impersonating Elvis. I mean, like, you hear it first on deadentertainment.com, so definitely check these things out.
Bring you the exclusives. Nobody else can.
Exactly.
And these are real exclusives, not exclusives that aren't exclusives. If anyone.
Look at you, subtweeting or whatever it's called.
I don't know if anyone in chat is gonna get that, but these guys got it. They know.
Yeah, they're exclusive to Dead Entertainment. You hear it here first, and you're not gonna get any sort of watermarks or anything like that pasted over our articles. Shots fired.
LB, you got anything you're working on you want to plug for the site?
Nope. I have not done anything this week other than this thing tonight, and I was there supporting Brandon on Monday during his live stream of Resident Evil 7, which was really cool.
Speaking of that bastard is streaming right now.
Competition.
He should be hanging He should be hanging out with us, and he is over on our Twitch channel right now playing Resident Evil 7 DLC. So if you're really bored of us, go hang out with Brandon on Twitch. You know, twitch.tv, Dead Entertainment site, I think. But yeah, no, don't leave us. Fucking watch City of the Living Dead with us. That shit is pretty amazing.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He really is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's up on Facebook a minute ago.
No, he's not streaming.
He was. I got a notification about it. Maybe he stopped. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it says his channel's offline right now.
That's to be figured out another time.
Yep. Okay. All right, guys. So if you have the movie, just go ahead, get it ready to go.
That I don't get any plugs or anything.
Oh well, go ahead. Whatever. Fucking plug away.
No, I'm good.
Oh, well, exactly. I
I've
knew
just
you
been
didn't have
working-
shit.
What you have to plug? You don't got nothing. I don't got nothing either. So
I've been working like tirelessly behind the scenes, trying to like master this whole dual stream from Facebook Live. One of my biggest focus right now was trying to help get the Twitch channel off the ground. I've been participating since I think we're up to 5 streams. That's not including the secret, not so secret streams. But I've been there pretty much the entire time, even when he decided he wanted to play 6 hours of games on a work night. But I've been focusing on that, and I'm in the process of leaning heavily into our YouTube channel, where we're going to be uploading videos and all sorts of fun stuff in the next few weeks, I think. So keep an eye on that. Beyond that, I'm writing here and there. So check out that entertainment. I did a pretty cool article about Lordy's new music video today, and I should be writing a little bit this weekend. So, like if you don't see stuff from me on the site, just know that I'm working graphics, I'm doing video stuff, and all sorts of other crap.
yeah, you do a lot with social. I got to give you credit on that.
Well, Jason, our new comer, Jason, he's been handling Facebook lately, and he's been killing it. And like it's you got to give credit where credit's due. Like I was slacking a bit because my work schedule is completely off the wall, but Jason's been holding it down.
Yeah, good job, Jason.
Yeah. I praise nobody. I praise no man. All right, let's get into our little movie intro. Ah. Yeah, that didn't work too well. Don't know what happened.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
The intro just I forgot I changed my audio settings for a second, but then the intro just wasn't playing. That was weird. I think I might have moved the source by accident.
That happens.
All right. Anyway, yeah. There's usually one technical difficulty on every stream.
Yeah, and we're usually late. So since you fucked up, you have to sing in the entire song. Go for it.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. That is not happening. All right. So intro will now be skipped, and we're just going to go ahead and give everybody a few seconds to kind of load up the movie, and we'll do our countdown.
I'm going to watch it in Italian, even though I don't know a lick of it.
I was watching it in Italian earlier, and it's actually weird in Italian. I don't know.
Sometimes, like it's good to watch it in the native language because there's emotions and stuff. Even though you might not understand the language, you kind of could get the vibe a little bit better than an English dub. I argued with my buddy Chris over that like tirelessly. Like he doesn't think that you could hear emotion even though you don't understand the language, and I'm just like, I don't get it. You don't make sense to me.
Well, you want to know what's funny though is both the English and the Italian dubs are both ADR'd. The movie is actually filmed with people speaking English, but the English is still ADR'd.
Yeah, back in the day, they had like very weird audio setups. Like it didn't make much sense that they recorded. They basically just winged it on set, and then they recorded the dialogue after the fact. It was bizarre.
All right, I think we are ready to go. Let me just set up chat. All right, guys, here we go. We are counting down. Get ready to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to the city of the living dead.
This is one of my favorite songs, like of all Fabio Frizzi. I don't know, it's just so foreboding and has such a cool vibe to it.
It does, but I like the ending theme better because it's just functified on every level. It's like, why is this in this movie?
Yes. Like I want this song playing at my wedding. I want it playing at my funeral. Everything. You know, it's so cool.
Oh yeah, this would be great funeral music.
You have to make a montage now, where you have you like working out for the day. YouTube to the song.
Yes, I agree. That would be awesome. Like one of those really cheesy '80s montages. Like fast-paced editing too. Not any of that slow stuff to match the song. It's just gonna have this song, but like real fast-paced working out and everything.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have the Cannibal Ferox '70s cop theme music for my funeral.
I like it. Yeah, I remember the very first time I seen this movie, and I'm just kind of like getting my feet wet and watching this, and this beginning scene just blew me away. Like I couldn't believe that they kicked in the door like the way they did. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's like they didn't. It's like the Italians don't know the meaning of the word pacing.
Subtle, anything like that. They're just like, we're here, bitch. I am so jealous of our buddy Hairman for having seen Frizzy play live over the Beyond, which is insane. I have some videos of that I'm going to be putting up on Dead Entertainment's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know. No, lucky bastard.
Must be nice.
Why are all their hands shaking?
Junkies.
Sugar Rush?
And did we ever find out why they're channeling this priest?
Are they channeling him?
You know, maybe you're
Or
right.
are they getting a vibe that I think what was meant was like they got sense or they got a sense that the gates of hell have opened.
I love the sound effects in this movie. They're just so like over the top.
Oh yeah. Like they definitely went with the cheapest sound effect company like in Italy.
So for you, Damien.
I like how
Very
he
cool.
I like how he died with his mouth all open, all like just like how you would like the cliche way to die, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. And like this imagery, just like look at this scene for example. Like you go into a movie like this, you're just like, okay, we might get some zombies or something like that. No, within the first 5 minutes, a priest hangs himself, and you're like, whoa.
And I want to talk to the caretaker of this cemetery because they did not do a very good job putting that dude 6 feet under. He was like 2 inches, and an inch of it was leaves. All right.
Like they just did the leaf pile and blew it over to him.
Yeah, like what if a little kid was playing in that cemetery and he saw that leaf pile and he wanted to jump in it? You know, he would have got a face full of zombie. That's not
Like
good.
honestly, you know, like children shouldn't play with dead things. So
Oh, I see what you did there.
I saw it. That's
Wor-
another good movie we need to watch one of these days.
Worst seizure acting ever.
If you swallow that cyanide pill, oh my god.
This movie was
Like-
This movie was released in 1980, but goddamn, you could tell it was filmed in the 70s.
I love that they had to get him to confirm that she was dead. Like they couldn't figure it out for themselves. They're like, Mary looks like she has some potential, you know? Like put her on the couch. She's limp. Hey Joe, go over there and see if she's dead. Also, our first obligatory bye.
Wrong film.
Still, it had to be said. See, there's the detective I was talking about. Every one of the Fulci's movies is always that slow-witted detective that just thinks his shit's hot. So, you're peddling, huh? It's pretty reasonable.
He's a black dude. There's not a black dude there. He ain't buying it. Look at this guy. This guy just looks like a fucking cokehead, man. And female Bob Ross over there.
Right. Like, why is he such an expert on this little like, weird cult? Like, he's got a little coven over here, and he's like, I know you guys. I've heard all about you and your witch stuff.
Witch stuff, huh?
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Except the cop in this movie definitely has a way more stern look to him than the cops in the other movies.
Yeah, for sure. The cops to me always like they don't feel like they fit into these things ever. Like oh, there we go. Like I don't know. They felt like nice effect.
Spontaneous combustion in reverse. But I
would have filmed that again.
Yeah, that special effect cost $10,000. Just rewind it and play it again. One thing you'll notice about a lot of Italian movies, especially Fulci movies, is that he always has multiple scenes where it's just a zoom in on the actors or actresses' eyes.
Yeah, definitely. He's pretty much known to do that, but I like that. It kind of has it really tells a story just by filming it as opposed to saying it, you know?
Well, you know who else does that in some of his movies is Tarantino.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know he like rips off all these movies anyway.
Yeah, like
coming from a diehard. What was that?
What'd you say, LB?
That they're homages.
Yeah, homage, rip off, same difference. I'm a diehard Tarantino fan. You can ask.
Oh my God, it's Eli Manning.
Or Peyton.
Yeah, seriously, it's one of them.
Wow.
Oh no, it's Cooper. That's who it is. It's Cooper Manning. It's the brother that nobody knows. So that's what happened to Cooper. That's why he's not in the NFL. Now, this is just one of the most like the fuck scenes ever.
It's like in a sandstorm.
That like in an abandoned farm somewhere. Wait, it gets weirder if you don't remember.
I love that we just threw to him out in the middle of like this weird sandstorm-esque thing in an abandoned farm, and you're like, wait, who?
Don't know who he is. And he pulls out, wait, is that a mask? No, it's not a mask. It's an auto-inflatable fuck doll.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I forgot about that.
And then we get, oh my God, you know who he looks like? He looks like David Hess's partner from the House on the Edge of the Park.
He really does.
Oh my God.
I wonder if it's the same guy.
I don't know.
It might be.
Because I was about to say, he's kind of got a David Hess rape face going on. And then it hit me. That's exactly who he looks like.
I'm looking this up. I don't even know his character's name, but still.
All right. Now, I got a question. Why are those worms making so much noise all of a sudden? There's like 6 worms, and it sounds like they're... I don't even know what it sounds like. Why are they so loud?
Got all riled up because they saw him about to get his groove on. Get his swerve on.
And, like, We don't know who the character was, and we don't know the meaning of that scene. We don't know where it took place. We know nothing about what just happened. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
There's always a journalist too.
Someone's got to cover the story. But he looks like the kind of actor who only plays journalist in movies.
Yeah, he really does. He's like a D grade Columbo. Good eye, man. That's the same actor.
No fucking way. Is it really?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh my god. That is amazing. I never ever knew that.
This is his second movie ever. Well done.
Wow.
Giovanni Lombardo Radice.
Was House on the Edge of the Park directed by an Italian? Because that movie was pretty heavily 80 art as well.
Yes, it was directed by Ruggero Deodato.
Oh yeah, it was a Diodoro. Yeah, okay, you're right. All right, now it sort of makes sense, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Where's our first Schlitz or whatever? It's
Oh,
called?
the Schlitz sign.
Yep, here it comes. For a second there, I thought they were gonna pan up to the sign.
Like nobody's even like. It's like, oh yeah, mirror broke.
No big deal.
Yeah, right.
Out for everybody.
It's 7 years, bad luck, no biggie.
Let's all just look and not say anything.
They're all like walking and leering the exact same way. It was weird. I always make that connection too. Like, toilet doesn't flush right ever since Father Thomas hanged himself.
Yeah, the vibration did that to your mirror. Sure.
You didn't hang that mirror up properly if it's vibrating that violently.
Ah, well, look, he hung it on some fucking like 70s faux fucking wood paneling.
How do you explain that? Another truck?
Swamp gas.
Hmm.
See, it's pouring through the crack.
All makes sense. I guess like fuck this. I'm out.
They were okay with the mirror. That wasn't a big deal, but a crack in the fucking wall. All right, I'm out. That's it.
And he's over here still rationalizing.
Damn wall knocked my picture off.
Man, like he had to really put some effort into getting that nail into the concrete.
That chick's gonna fucking massage a bald spot on that cat's head the way she was petting it.
Whoa.
That's a
revelation.
The guy's like, maybe you should be telling this to a shrink.
I think he might be a shrink. But I'm sure that's a little weird for him too.
We're just here for your eye exam, ma'am.
Bob.
Basic Bob. And just like an Italian horror movie, they still don't explain anything. We're 15 minutes in and we still don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, there's a little eeriness happening since the resident priest hung himself, and we don't know any of these characters. We just learned Bob.
Good old Bob. I like that painting in the back. What is that?
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fucking wicked. It's like
Looks
Ghost
like
Rider.
something from like Dante's Inferno or something.
Yeah, it's fucking Ghost Rider, man.
You can tell we watch this a lot. Like we're looking in the background.
Still petting that cat.
Is this her cat?
Not anymore.
Like I'm wondering if it's her cat she brought with them, or it's just the one that they have in the doctor's office.
It's a therapy cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this the prequel to Cat in the Brain?
I like
Man,
that
if
movie.
looks could kill. I've worked with some like really grungy people. Never somebody that brought porn into work to sit and watch, during his break.
Yeah, well, I guess if you're grave diggers or whatever the fuck these two guys are, bringing porn to work ain't that big a deal.
No, probably not. Just a little out there.
Especially when you look like fucking 100-pound Hulk Hogan.
Either that or Tom Petty.
Seriously.
Yeah, right.
Other dude looks like Vince Vaughn's like younger half
Oh
brother.
my
or
god,
something.
he really does. He really fucking does.
He looks a little less tired though. Let's just stand in this coffin. No big deal.
Let's just desecrate a grave.
Have lunch while sitting on top of it.
Italian horror movies love to be just really silent in some parts. Just like nothing. You hear nothing.
Always
Yeah.
one extreme or the other. It's either dead silence or you have like music's like blasted, like blowing out your speakers.
Oh my god, it really is. They turn the fucking volume up on the music in these movies massively. So they're dropping the coffin in by hand. Interesting. They had like little contraptions with pulleys and stuff to do that.
Oh,
Oh,
they got that.
there it is. There it goes.
I'm just picking her up.
I think that journalist is like trying to be this movie's Tom Atkins.
Yeah. I agree with Anthony there. The music definitely makes a lot of these Italian movies amazing.
The music just, oh my god.
I'm loving this resurgence too, like Dead Waltz and I can't think of the other company out in the West Coast, but the ones that been putting out these soundtracks on vinyl and restoring them. Like
Mondo's been doing a lot of
yeah,
that.
Mondo's been doing it. There's another company that the guitarist for White Zombie works for.
Waxwork?
Can't remember the name. Waxwork, yes.
Yeah, Waxwork's awesome.
Yeah, they're putting out so many great soundtracks. They're restoring everything. Like some of these soundtracks are long fucking gone, and they're doing the Lord's work.
Mondo just released like one I thought about buying if I actually had a record player. I don't remember what it was though.
A lot of these vinyls, they've been like, what they do is they'll release the vinyl and then they'll come with a download card too, which is pretty great.
Fuck. What did they just released something awesome, and I can't remember what.
Yeah, I haven't been on social media too much lately, so I'm not exactly sure which one. I have started picking up some random Italian soundtracks just to own. Like, I got the Beyond soundtrack it's actually autographed by Frizzy, which is amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, when Richie went to the Beyond, I was like, you are
Oh.
not leaving that place until you buy me something autographed from him.
They released the Space Harrier. It's a video game, a Sega video game soundtrack on vinyl.
Nice.
And it was one of my favorite video game soundtracks.
Thanks for hanging out, Finn.
Diablo 3, all right. Not gonna hate on.
I can't even hate. That's a great game.
So was she just not dead at all, or is she like a self-aware zombie?
One thing I know is it's like giving me cringing right now.
Yeah, I know. Anything with fingernails, no. God, that's why I can't. Stop it, woman.
Yeah, and her hands are all like cut up and everything.
That's why I can't watch Imprint anymore, man.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a while. I want to revisit it, but that movie was intense. Like, as if the nails weren't enough, then they went for the gums.
Gums I can do a little bit better than fingernails. I mean, because I've had fingernails like come completely off, it's just the feeling. Oh God, it's awful.
Dead Entertainment is a website. We do live commentaries. We write a lot of articles, all sorts of stuff. You can check out everything Dead Entertainment at deadentertainment.com. I'm responding to somebody in chat, just so you know. Oh my God, that shot was amazing.
He didn't think that one through.
What's even worse is, like, I want to know how they filmed that. That's a little too close for comfort.
You can literally hear that she's alive and screaming in there. He's like, "Let me shove this sharp object right through the hole."
You would think she would, scream, "Don't do that. Find another way to open it."
Fuck. Gotta say, the editor killed it on that scene.
You know what I liked about 70s and early 80s blood? It just never looked like blood. It looked like tomato soup.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was
like-
Italy, so it probably is
All
like
right.
tomato sauce or something.
Now I'm starting to take offense to that shit, you dick.
I'm never gonna look at this lady the same ever again now that you mentioned Bob Ross. We're gonna just paint the happy little tree over here. So the priest can go hang himself.
That's our little secret. Don't tell anybody about this tree.
This happy little tree is gonna house a hanging priest.
And open the gates of hell. No big deal. We'll just paint a little fire right here.
A little brimstone there.
Oh man.
There's
now
the
I'm
eyes
gonna,
again. There's the eyes
Yep.
again.
I'm gonna find one of my painting buddies and I'm gonna make him paint a Bob Ross picture just from this movie.
He's gonna use a little sky blue with his fan brush. I swear to God, people, this is a zombie movie. I know it's been 25 minutes and we really haven't seen a zombie yet, but I promise
saw
they're
one.
coming.
We saw the one that the kid shouldn't be playing with, remember?
Yeah, we
We say that we're not lying.
we saw the one that wasn't buried at all.
He just had some leaves thrown over him.
But
That's good enough.
what happened? Did their shovels break? I don't get it.
Well, they look pretty schlubby, you know. So they probably were like, you know what, fuck this. We have enough graves to dig today.
And did they not have a coffin for him either? I don't get it. What happened
Right.
there?
Another really foreboding theme. I don't know if I trust this Bob. He's making her go to real shady places to meet up. You know, I mean, like if he plays the same character from House on the Edge of the Park, I'm a little concerned right now. David Hess comes out of nowhere. You ready? You ready to boogie?
Yeah, I was about to say that. We just want a boogie.
Oh my god, I miss David Hess.
Of course you can, Finn.
Dude's a perv, man.
Oh.
I knew.
What?
I was about to say he is.
What? What? I don't get. What was that?
He's out.
Oh man, I thought things were going down. Could it be? Are we getting a zombie?
I love the close-ups on the face.
The colors are amazing.
Yummy.
Kinky.
It's crazy what like Fulci and Argento, like how responsible they were for that type of vibe in a movie. You know, like the real rich colors and everything.
I think
And, like, it went
I
crazy
think
into America.
I think
after that.
Bava did it too.
Yeah, definitely. But like these like cheaply made movies, you would think they wouldn't have that much of effect on cinema, but they really, like, even now everybody's throwing back to it these days.
Anthony Thurber in chat says you must clean up the mess from the beyond. I don't know if you're cleaning up that mess.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And close up
Look
on
at
the
that
eyes.
push.
Oh my god. We should make a drinking game out of that. Any Italian horror movie we watch, anytime they do a close up on eyes, we take a shot. We'll be dead.
We'll be alcohol poisoned like halfway through the movie.
Shit, we're only what 30 minutes in now. We'd be done for.
Well, maybe she just doesn't want to get banged in a car. You know? Maybe she's classy.
That's true.
Well, you get a trailer.
It's awesome that we got some people watching the movie with us. Very cool. It only took us 5 of these, but we did it.
Yeah. Well, you know, not everybody has access to these movies, and I'm hopefully gonna find ways around that at some point, because you know I want people to enjoy these movies with us. And yes, Finn, we are watching a movie, and that's what a live commentary is. Oh, turn them off. Just turn them off. Turn off the headlights. Oh my God, it's Tom Matthews. I wouldn't bang anyone in a car. I don't know. I guess if I didn't have any other option, I would. It's almost come down to that a few times for me. And more eyes.
Look at all the tomato soup goodness.
Good.
At least the blood's not pink and like in Dawn of the Dead.
I was just thinking that too. Or I Drink Your Blood. It's pretty pinkish in that too.
Yeah, that's true. We need to watch that. We've been threatening watching I Drink Your Blood for like a few months now.
Yes, it is coming. So, safety tip, everybody watching. If a priest ever hangs himself in a cemetery and comes back as a zombie, do not look into his eyes because you will begin puking up your innards.
Yeah, this is pretty gross.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm digging it.
I've always like taken this for granted, just like we're all drinking and watching it, but I'm watching it for the first time like with a different set of eyes.
I think I like his reaction the best until he gets his head squeezed.
That priest ain't fucking around. Hey, what's Laurie Strode doing in this movie?
We have wannabe Laurie Strode, wannabe Tom Atkins, wannabe Tom Matthews.
Wanna be Columbo?
We are watching Lucio Fulci, City of the Living Dead, also known as Gates of Hell.
Fun fact: apparently, this movie is supposed to take place in Massachusetts.
Oh, looks it.
Well, I think there is a Dunwich, Massachusetts. Or is it Dunwich, Connecticut? It's one or the other.
Not sure. Is that Mr. Feeney?
Yeah, Dunwich is a fictional town in Massachusetts from the Lovecraft mythos.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, the Witch is a Dunwich, I believe is the name of his story. Just blame everything on Bob.
Bob the pervert. He does play the same character.
Well, no, his character in Edge in the House at the Park is completely different. He was more fun and lively, and he just wants to bookie.
This is a prequel. This is before he met up with him. What the dickens is this?
Fight for what? You don't even know what that is. There's no cuts on her body. There's nothing leaking from her.
Oh, 1980s investigation. Must have been that.
This reminds me of like Barry Burton from the original Resident Evil. Like, I hope this isn't Chris's blood. He's just sitting in the lobby for like 15 minutes in the dining room.
At least Barry Burton's not trying to like put capital punishment on the local pervert. Look at those Jim Jones glasses.
Love those aviators, man. It's like Chip from fucking it's like Eric Estrada from Chips.
Oh, is that how it works?
I love a movie that says the movie's title in the movie.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh, she's definitely a zombie. Look at that fucking hairdo.
There's also way too many characters that just come in and out of these movies.
Yeah, like, all right, now we got a kid. Where did this kid come from?
We got Damien from The Omen.
Oh my god, it does look like Damien. Well, that... Yeah, no, it really does.
Brings them in there, and it's like all the coffins. It's all for you, Damien.
Got a fucking jar of Kool-Aid.
You were just talking about Jim Jones. You want to have a glass of that?
Yes, I'm parched.
Let's get a guy that sort of looks like Christopher Lee, but isn't Christopher Lee.
Yeah, like this is the first time I'm noticing how
Everyone in
crazy-
this
Yeah, like everybody looks like somebody else.
everybody in this movie looks like somebody. I've never noticed it before. Oh God, he did a horrible job with that one. That hairdo, man.
I got Father Thomas, Dr. Thompson. Seeing a theme here. Tommy trying to get his swerve on in the car.
You know who that guy looks like?
Who's that?
That guy looks like the other boyfriend from the Jeff Goldblum version of The Fly.
That's really specific. What was that guy's name from Step Brothers?
John C.
John
Reilly.
C. Riley.
Yeah, that's his father.
Got Captain Lou Albano over here running the bar. Question from chat. Do any of you believe in ghost or poltergeist? No. Fuck ghost. I really don't.
Like, I'm open to it. I'm open to the idea, but I've never seen one myself. And like, life's kind of boring, so I'm kind of want to see one. I think it would be kind of interesting.
I don't believe necessarily in like ghosts, like actively spirits haunting you, but I feel like if something particularly traumatic happened, like a murder or something like that in an area, there might be like leftover energy. It's almost like it replays, like the event replays itself, almost like watching like a VHS tape or something.
The fuck was that? An intermission?
Yeah, like I don't know how much copy we have then.
There's Bob again. What
Look at
what
him.
is this guy's deal? He is the weirdest character I've seen in a movie ever.
Does the storm come with him, or is it just like he's having bad luck?
Dude, and he's got this perpetual like fucking shit face, like this shit-eating grin on his face at all times. He looks like the Cleary son from fucking Wedding Crashers, with that fucking look on his face all the time.
I can't think of the quote right now.
I made you a picture. I call it celebration. It's sexual and violent.
Thank you. What an asshole.
All that guy does is just walk around ominously and creepily and then run away. He has served no purpose in this film at all. He might be my favorite character. Stone tape theory. What do you mean by that, Hazza? Who did the subtitles for this? Because they're all funky. Like sometimes words are capitalized, sometimes they're not. The word all was spelled A-I-I. It was really weird.
Not sure. It's all I could do on the fly.
It's funny. It's like, you ever notice how some people, when they're like some people when they're dead, they look dead, but then like some people are like pretending to be dead and they just look like they're sleeping. Like that old woman, she looks fucking dead, but the younger girl, she just looks like she's sleeping.
What
Why
a
couldn't you
scummy
steal that
bastard.
earlier?
Wanna be Christopher Lee? That's not nice. That's a mean thing to do. Especially from the sleeping chick. Steal from the dead chick.
Like, as if there's any cameras or anything. He's all creepy like.
The fuck happened?
He got bit by the old lady.
She didn't move though. There was no
Oh, you didn't
movement.
really see.
Oh, I saw. I saw nothing. And we're back to this kid.
So, like, Edgar Wright's Don't trailer, the fake trailer, makes more sense every day. Like, if you watch that trailer, it's basically just nothing but characters being introduced, and you could tell that he like threw back to these type of movies.
But what I liked about, I'm pretty sure it was that trailer. It might have been the Thanksgiving trailer, but it was like the first half of that trailer it would show characters being killed, and then the second half of the trailer showed the characters alive again.
I'm not sure which one that was.
It was either Don't or Thanksgiving. God, we need
Don't basically had that like just a ton of random
quick,
people
yeah, quick cutaways, yeah.
You just never knew what the hell the movie was about.
All those movies should be made into actual movies.
Yeah, I agree. Every one of them was wonderful.
The only one I think was technically Hobo with a Shotgun, which was only on like the international version of the movie or something. It wasn't even in like the American theaters. But
I don't even think it was on the international version. I think that was a part of a contest.
On the Canadian, I think.
It won some kind of contest. I remember. That's all I remember though.
Yeah, it won the contest, and it was on the I think it was on the Canadian print of Grindhouse.
But I think the only movie out of all those that got made was fucking Machete.
Oh, Hobo with a Shotgun and Machete.
Yeah, but
And
I'm not counting Hobo.
I do though. I think Werewolf Women of the SS was made into a comic.
Yeah, it was a comic.
Which I still have to pick up. I need to
Cage in it.
God, I hope so.
Dr. Foodman shoot.
Okay, wait. So that little kid's mother is that old woman? Dude.
Ugh, gross.
That's a...
She's active in the community, if you know what I mean.
And look at this dude, man. He's fucking... That's an old dude.
Like in his 70s.
Damn, you suck at consoling your son, dude.
He wants a kid to go to bed. Got more babies to make. Still foggy, and he's still creeping around.
So yeah, I wonder what he did when he came in for like casting calls. Like, all right, you got the part, and all you're gonna do is just skulk around and run, and you're gonna push a chick at one point.
I don't think he went in for a casting call. I think they just found them wandering around outside.
He was
Perfect.
He was rummaging through their garbage can. I'm feeling inspired to paint a beach with a rhino head floating above the water.
I wonder what happened that he's painting. Like, I kind of want that.
Yeah, there was a cool eyeball painting in the back. That was badass. Thurber says this character makes no sense. He really fucking does. He's all right. We are 45 minutes into this movie, and he has not done a fucking thing of note.
To be fair, I don't think anybody's done anything of note.
I mean, we
That's
still
very
don't know
true.
what is going on. All we know is that the priest hung himself, and then shit has just gotten weird since. We don't know any of the characters. We don't know anything else.
Like, honestly, the most prominent character is the creep that's wandering around.
Well,
He's
you
like
got
the most standout.
you got this guy here, and yeah, and I guess wannabe Tom Atkins without the mustache. Doesn't this guy have a home?
He's trying to find one.
What atrocities will be committed with this press drill?
I really wish to be a fly on the wall while they were directing this guy. I just want to hear what they were like giving him, what they were feeding him, basically.
Cocaine.
It
Yeah.
was 1980.
He comes on the set and he's like, "What do you guys want me to do?" They're all whacking lines. Whatever you want, just wander around. Cue the fog machine.
Yeah, no, this the creepy guy. I know the creepy guy. He certainly is like he has got creepy down to a fucking science. They should have
yeah,
made a
without a doubt.
fucking buddy movie with him and Michael Berryman in the 80s.
You know, like Michael Berryman is a little more like I would probably approach him before I approach Ricky over there.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. But that's just because we've met Michael Berryman before and we know he's actually a pretty cool guy in real life.
Yeah, unless you're asking for his autograph when he's trying to catch a flight. Even then, he was really cool, but still.
Stark raving mad.
Sounds like an Anthrax song.
Why is the camera shaking?
Cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
They're like, yeah, fuck it, we're not doing a retake.
Love those camera pushes.
She got cotton in her nose? Why is the camera still shaking?
It's to represent the spirit of the damned watching them from the shadows.
I don't.
Somebody didn't have a steady cam back in the day.
Or that.
I hate it when that happens.
Damn corpses wandering into my kitchen.
Gotta go make some waffles, and there's just a corpse in the middle.
Maybe she wanted a sandwich.
That's a hell of a pest. I don't think Terminex will handle that.
Maybe if it starts leaking worms and stuff, they will.
Like, they're not going to call anybody. Not going to call the cops or the morgue or the hospital or anything. They're just going to be like, yeah, let's just get out of here. I can't look at this body, this corpse that mysteriously wandered into my kitchen. I can't handle it.
Abandon the house. Like, not right now. Not today, Satan. Oh, is that easy?
Yeah, what was that? Because that's not a normal noise.
It was Bob the pervert.
Well, that's a good observation, I guess.
It goes right for blaming her.
What did I tell you about leaving these doors opened? Oh, you got rid of the corpse. Good job.
Soundtrack's getting a little funky here. It's like that dark music, but it's like it's getting a groove.
She's looking for Kasha.
Mhm.
Milk and magnesia.
She is freaking out, man. Like
She's
deals
acting.
with this weekly.
She's acting like a way a person would normally act. I mean, not very convincingly, but it's the same vein. This dude is just like, yeah, it's fucking whatever. She was dead.
He's a psychologist.
Oh,
He doesn't believe in that kind of shit. Power of the mind.
He's a really creepy look on his face there. Like, all right, good.
He
Let's go to our bedroom.
that dude's like, I got an awesome beard and mustache. I don't gotta worry about this shit. Zombie feet.
I love that the music cued there. I'm just gonna start playing this while I walk around a grocery store. Look at this predatory asshole.
He was just being thoughtful.
Oh, sure he was.
So they left one fucking creepy place and they go to another place and it's even creepier.
I hate when the walls bleed like that.
Man, I just filled up those walls. Come on, people.
I don't think the insurance will cover that claim. Sorry, you didn't buy the optional paranormal insurance for that. So
Yeah, that costs extra.
I knew I should have lined our blood walls with a rubber bladder. I knew it. Okay, so it won't be easy. You just have to go back the way you came and bear left. That's
Yeah.
that is what I got out of this scene. Do you want to be Laurie Strode not wearing a bra?
I don't know.
She had some good bounce there. I like that.
Calm down, Bob.
Hey, I am an admirer of good 70s because technically it was probably filmed in the 70s breast.
Yeah.
See, she's not wearing a bra either. Yeah, that's a good place to put it. I don't know what it was. You got a fucking jar of oregano? I think that's the first fucking words he said all movie. That escalated quickly.
God damn.
Well, maybe if she was wearing a bra, she wouldn't be sending me the wrong signals.
He's gonna straight up murder this dude? God damn.
Yeah, the
Oh.
escalation, that wasn't an understatement. God damn.
They went from the car in which the chick was talking really, really fast to this in a matter of like 40 seconds.
I think the father needs to join. You gotta calm down a little bit.
How much closer can they zoom in on that drill? God damn. And closer still. And closer still. Well then.
Seems completely justified.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll hold up on a court of law, self-defense.
Like, he was in the back seat of my car.
He was
It's
threatening.
also-
He was creepy and serves no point to this movie.
Still one of the most memorable kills in the movie.
Oh, goodbye, Ricky. You will be missed. I don't know why. As I said, you served no purpose to this movie. But I will miss looking at your creepy face and your dirty shirt. And the fact that you've been in the movie for almost an hour and I think you said like 12 words. So you had more dialogue than Superman and Batman vs. Superman.
At least he didn't have a CGI mustache. This chat conversation is so fucking weird right now.
But I love that they said City of the Dead, and earlier they said Gates of Hell. They said both titles of the movie in the
All right,
movie.
let's get the Italian one in there.
Like, I want to know, did they storyboard this movie out?
No.
Shit, I barely think there was a script.
Fulci was like, Fulci had like a basic idea going and had some designs maybe, and that was it.
Yeah, I totally winged a lot of these movies for sure.
You're all good, Finn. Don't worry about it. Please don't tell it. We just sat through an hour of it. I love that.
Oh yes, the maggot storm.
Hey man, that's free protein.
Or mealworms. Can't tell. It could be either. I think they're maggots. I love how you can clearly see that it was just like industrial blower just blowing white shit in.
I'm just like fucking Uncle Ben's rice.
It could have been rice roni.
What she just puke up like a chocolate milkshake?
Why are they sitting there taking it? Can't they just like run away from the window or close it?
I hate those random maggot storms. How did they get glued to their face? Oh, the phone. I love how calm he is. He just got douched with like 1,000 pounds of maggots, and he's just like cool as a cucumber.
Power of the beard, man.
It must be. That is a good beard.
Still super calm.
And back to this kid, who, like creepy Ricky, has served no purpose.
The milk's gone bad.
I don't know if Stanley Steamer is going to be able to help you on that one.
Johnny Depp's bed is up there.
I was thinking that. I I wasn't sure if I was going to say it, but you beat me to it.
You know, the detective kind of reminds me of Willem Dafoe.
I don't think anybody reminds me of Willem Dafoe. He is just fucking as creepy as they come.
I think it's like the sunken in cheeks that kind of give me that vibe. It's like the spawn of Willem Dafoe and Kevin Bacon.
That is a sexual encounter I do not want to see. Oh, there's my jam.
Oh, this is the one that you
I
like?
think that guy looks more like Roger Moore than he does anybody else.
True.
The first few chords of my jam. Yeah.
This is literally like the same song from Zombie 2.
I think Frizzy did that one as well. This song just has no place in this movie, and yet it is still the greatest thing ever. They are showing no sense of urgency. A handprint on the carpet. Sure, that's a good thing to zoom in on, I guess.
I mean, they had the zombie feed earlier, so they gotta go with that.
I like the puke green 70s era carpet.
Damn homeless people.
Got Stretch Armstrong over here.
A nice sensual massage.
This poor kid is scarred for life.
I love me a good teleporting zombie that doesn't even eat people. It just wants you dead. And what are you running from now? Zombie already disappeared, teleported away.
Yeah, but after all the death he's witnessed, like, I don't blame him.
And he's running, looking behind him like the zombie's chasing him.
Run, Tommy Jarvis, run. It's Jason.
God. Friggin' Revenge of the Ninja over here. Chat question, what got you into horror?
It would be my brother and sister torturing me when they used to babysit me when I was a kid by making me watch horror movies because they knew they would scare the shit out of me. And they did, and it eventually led to just me going to the video store and renting them and then having a strange obsession with them. That's about it.
Yeah, my father got me into it. He was like big into reading like Stephen King books back in the day. He would rent horror movies randomly or watch them on TV. And I believe one of the first horror movies I've ever seen was like 4 or 5 years old. Was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 on like HBO, and scared the living hell out of me. But HBO had one of those like making of type of things, those first look type of deals from back in the day, and it kind of showed the process of like the makeup application and stuff. So then like when I realized it wasn't real or anything like that, I warmed up to the idea, and I couldn't leave a video store without one.
Yeah, for me, it was my grandfather. He was into the classic Universal monster movies. I remember when I was a kid, he still has this like leather-bound book of all like the different classic monsters and all the actors, Lon Chaney and all that kind of stuff. And then I was also born and raised in Pittsburgh, so I watched Night of the Living Dead when I was like 8 years old, and ever since then, been into horror.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead was one of the early ones that I've seen too, and it's like up there with probably like tied for one of the best horror movies of all time for me. That and Psycho. Psycho I saw at a really young age, which, like in hindsight, was probably bad parenting, but it's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
I saw The Birds before I ever saw Psycho.
I was a late bloomer for The Birds. I seen like The Birds a few years ago, which is really weird to admit. I've seen like tons of obscure horror movies, but The Birds I just never like really got into.
It's only been within the last 10 years or so that I really gotten into like the Hitchcock stuff and like appreciated that. It's always either been the really, really old stuff or like the stuff from like the 80s onward, but I kind of missed out on like that 40s to 70s period.
Yeah, 70s I was really big into early on. The 60s stuff I dabbled in here and there, but there's so many gems in there that you could. It's crazy how many films out there that like.
There it is.
Are.
There it is.
Schlitz.
There it is.
I wanna have a Schlitz. I wonder if it's still made.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It is not good in my opinion, but each their own.
Oh man.
And a Pabst Blue Ribbon too.
Hey, it's definitely America. We got PBR. I like how this guy is just at the bar. Like, clearly he murdered somebody like 20 minutes ago, and apparently he didn't get arrested or anything for that.
How
I'm
long
gonna
you think
track
those?
down.
How long you think those sandwiches have been in that little mini fridge?
Oh, gross. I want to say like a week. I'm gonna try to track down that Schlitz sign just to have in my horror collection. Only a few people would get it.
This isn't any old Schlitz sign. This is the Schlitz sign from Gates of Hell. What?
And I don't think that's stupid. Every horror fan has to start somewhere, whether it be a video game, somebody passing down a movie to them, or a book. So I mean, wherever you can find it, so be it.
Yeah, it's you're still pretty young, dude, and not everybody has a family member or an older brother or sister who might introduce you to things like this. So sometimes you got to find your own way of coming across it.
Yeah, exactly. And just think of all the stuff that you have to discover. You've got stuff from dating back from like the 20s to check out if you so wish.
I would say start later and work your way back.
Obviously, but I'm just saying, like, it's cool. Even like now, if he discovers it tomorrow, there's just a whole library of things that you could check out that you may love, you may hate.
I feel like they're just hallucinating. They all ate one of those sandwiches from the mini fridge. Having a bad reaction.
What did he have? He got the special. Change mine to the soup.
Check, please.
I'll take the space soup.
Good call.
We need to do Young Frankenstein one of these days.
That would be a fun one to do. That'd actually be a lot different.
Yeah, man. Very cool, Anthony. I don't even remember those days because it's been so long.
All right, they don't seem too imposing. You could probably just push them over.
Right, just push one out of the way and go. Go.
But yeah, Young Frankenstein would be fun. Or I would love to do Scary Movie Part 2. That's like one of my favorite fucking like spoof films.
I don't really like Part 2.
Oh my god! What?
I'd be down to it. I mean, I don't hate it, but I like Part 1 better.
Oh my god! Fucking what's his name? Is it Chris Elliott? Is that his name?
I think so.
I want to say that's his name, but I don't.
There's a website for that.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe you don't like Part 2. It's so good.
Like, I don't hate it. It's just not as good as Part 1.
Yeah, all right. It was Chris Elliott. He plays the butler Hanson. Oh my god, he's like the funniest thing ever. Plus, you got David Cross and Tim Curry and Anna fucking Faris. I mean, it's such a great cast. And Andy Richter. So good. Oh,
Yeah, I gotta revisit it one of these days. Like, I wouldn't be opposed. Like I said, if it's on, I'll put it on. But like if I'm in the mood for a scary movie or revisiting the series, I'd always go for one.
Back when the sci-fi actually played sci-fi and horror films, yeah, they really don't do that too much anymore, do they?
Yeah, more like they play more Corman-esque stuff these days, like them or like the movies that just try to like harp on the Sharknado fame.
Yeah, Sharktopus versus Mega Shark. You know, dumb shit like that.
Scary Movie 3 was fun. I enjoyed that one. I still haven't seen Scary Movie 5, and I'm probably not missing anything.
I like the first one, and I really enjoy the second one, and I don't remember the others.
3, I remember it was just like they basically switched over to people running into stuff humor, but like 3 was all right because they kind of hit the note when the Ring came out, and I don't know. I thought it was good. 4, I don't even remember. And all of those other movies that spawned after it, you know, like the Epic movie and this movie and that movie, they're all god awful.
Disaster movie was the worst one.
Yeah.
Most of those spoof movies are bad. In my opinion, there's only a handful of like decent ones. Damn.
I agree.
That rat could fucking jump. Yeah, you know, you got Scary Movie 2. They're both good movies. And then the only other 2 spoof movies that I really actually like thoroughly enjoy was Not Another Teen Movie. I thought that was really funny.
That was a good one.
And probably one of the more original spoof movies that wasn't a Mel Brooks film, which is Don't Be a Menace to Society While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Or Don't Be a Menace to South Side While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. I think that's the title. And that's probably like my all-time favorite, like non-Mel Brooks spoof movie.
Yeah, I gotta go with Mel Brooks all the way.
Well, yeah, of course. Though Airplane is a good one too, and so are the Naked Gun movies, and even the Hot Shot movies are pretty good.
I love that we're like, there's not many good ones, and then we name a lot.
Yeah, what the fuck? What happened? Oh look, a zombie actually eating like some flesh. It only took an hour and 18 minutes.
We got 11 minutes left in the movie.
Legit, 11 minutes left, and we finally see zombies eating people. And yet this movie is still so good.
I love the gore. The gore is amazing in this. The special effects is fantastic. And man, they know how to light a set.
I'm honestly gonna go back and like listen to Zombie 2 and like play it side by side with this because seriously, these songs are like almost identical.
Yeah, as I said, I'm nearly positive Frizzy did that movie too. I mean, he did like every Italian movie. Let's be honest.
Speaking of which, we need to. I forgot what movie it was, but he's coming back for one. I think we reported it a few months ago. We gotta check up on that.
Frizzy?
Yeah, he's coming back to score a movie. I forget which one.
Huh. I don't remember that.
I gotta look it up.
That's what happens when you mix, you know, old age and a lot of beer.
Very
Puppet
true.
Master, apparently.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what, The Littlest Reich?
Yeah.
Oh, that's out, is it not?
I think it is. I haven't found it anywhere yet. I want to see it. I was really excited about that movie. Why is that their go-to kill? They've killed like 10 people that way.
It is pretty gross, to be fair.
It really is. And the rats are instantly going for it. Like, oh yeah, that's what we wanted.
Oh, he's finally starting to break a little bit. I honestly couldn't answer that, Finn. I never played the reboot. I mean, they might have horror elements in the game, but I don't know if you would call it horror per se.
Hey, I'd like to welcome to the stream my buddy Mike, our resident convention guest booker.
Oh, right on. He's the one that gives you those deets, huh?
Yeah. Gives me the inside on who he's booking for what conventions.
Sweet. DeadEntertainment.com, hook us up.
Give us
some exclusives.
Give us, yeah, some exclusives that are really exclusive.
Oh man,
Man,
I
it's
feel
just,
bad for that whole situation, but it is funny to poke fun at.
I was able to squeeze that one in twice tonight. Yeah, I haven't played that one either, Finn.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, they just turned the camera upside down. That is a badass set. God, the score. Why don't horror movies have fucking original scores like this anymore?
Why don't they have practical effects?
It's easier and probably cheaper to use CGI.
But it sucks.
You think they care? And most of the time, it's not up to the filmmakers. It's usually fucking down to the studios. This is one of my all-time favorite horror scenes. Because it just makes no fucking sense. Like, the reason, like, them even being down here, just walking all nonchalantly, like nothing is going on, nothing is happening. They just didn't see their friend's head get fucking squeezed.
Yeah, there was not a lot of effort put into constant, like, reactions and emotions and everything else.
But I think that's what kind of makes it, like, creepier and more scary, is the lack of reaction.
And you weren't lying about this set. Holy shit, is it gorgeous.
Fucking A, man.
Like, I want somebody like Nika to make a diorama of the set.
God, this should have been like my wedding song.
I like how it
And as
it
I
doesn't
say,
fit here, but it's a weird dichotomy between the two.
it's funny, as I said that, my wife texted me.
Her ears are ringing.
Oh no, it's the Army of the Dead!
Army of the slowest moving dead ever.
That's how they do it in the Italian films. They're the slowest freaking zombies, man.
That's a great design back there.
My God, it's Dracula.
All right, guys. If you're watching this, this is a PSA. If you're ever up against a priest who hung himself in a graveyard and he comes back as some crazy teleporting supernatural zombie, this is what you do. All right, pay attention. Crucifix to the dick.
Words to live by.
With the most ridiculous noise following.
Great balls of fire.
Literally, seriously.
It's insane how little sense these movies make. But like by the end of the film, you're just like, God, that was so good.
Yeah, like, what even happened? What is going on? Why did that happen? Why does
Yeah.
stabbing this priest in the dick with a crucifix? That's what fucking happened. I'm not even trying to be funny here. That's what happened. And now all the zombies are just spontaneously combusting, and all is saved because they stabbed the priest in the dick.
mean, you could get deep with it and be like the zombie were technically his children, so when he lost his balls, his children died.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some subtext in there.
Yeah, no, you guys are thinking way too much into this. They just thought that was a cool way to kill the priest, and
I know. I think
I'm not sure that they know what zombies are. I think they might be confusing zombies and vampires. They killed the master vampire, and then all his minions died.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool though. Like, I don't mind when they kind of sway away from, like the rules of a specific creature or whatever.
But why was it so easy to finish him off? They stabbed him in the dick. He's dead. He doesn't need his dick.
Why? Why they keep kicking me in the dick?
I don't get it. Like,
And before this ends completely abruptly, like all Italian movies.
It's going to, but not yet. The ending of this movie is, I've seen this movie, I don't know, 36 times, maybe more, and I still don't get this ending. Still don't get it. So why did it take the entire movie for somebody to stab the priest? Not necessarily in the dick, but just fight back at all.
Only the guy with the beard had the balls to stab him in the balls.
His beard gave him power. Look, they're all happy, they're all cheery, and then yeah, I still don't get it. What am I missing here?
Did the cops molest him or something? He was like running away from him.
What the fuck is that ending?
Oh, maybe the zombie that was laying down in the leaves. He was like running.
We're doing a callback for the leaf zombie that we first saw in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
That's my theory. I'm sticking with it.
Good one, Ray.
I don't get it. They came out of the grave. They're happy. They're laughing. The nameless little kid. No, John. That was his name. John was running towards Mary and Jerry. God, they could have gave them better names. And they're happy.
Very American names.
John.
They're happy. They're smiling. They're getting ready to embrace John, who I don't even know what John is to them. It's not their son. And then all of a sudden, their happiness turns to just utter terror. And we don't know why. I don't get it. What happened? What am I missing?
We have questions.
All right. Now, Marvel and Disney need to take notes. That is how long credits should be before we get our end credit scene.
Well, we didn't get an end credit scene. It's so messed up. Would have explained what happened to John.
Listen, if anybody can fucking explain that movie to me, and as I said, it's one of my all-time favorite fucking movies, my favorite Fulci film. I've seen it 36 fucking times, and I still don't understand that ending. And I don't think I ever will. Maybe Frizzy knows. We gotta go meet him. Frizzy, can you explain the ending to Gates of Hell to me? Why were they scared of John? What happened?
Yeah, we gotta look into that.
Well,
that was a thing.
I have to say I made so many like observations during this particular watching of the film than ever before. And I mean the fact that creepy dude was Ricky is just fucking that's a mind fuck right there, dude.
Yeah, that was worth the hour and a half that we spent on this tonight alone.
fucking mind fuck. I mean, and I was saying that as a joke. As a joke, and nope. That's apparently who it was. Who knew, man? Who fucking knew?
The more you know.
All right, so whew, well,
a little speechless there, huh?
So if I had to give my personal rating on this film on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, it's a hard film to actually rate simply because it A doesn't make any sense. B, you don't fucking know any of the characters. C, it really doesn't make any fucking sense. And D, you don't really get zombies until like the last, I don't know, 20 minutes of the movie.
Why
But
is it so good though? Like it's baffling.
aside from all of that, this movie is still like a solid 9 out of 10 for me, just because I don't know. It's just, I guess it's fun to riff on, but it's also like the scenery and the imagery and the atmosphere and the effects and the score. It just, all those things just make up for the other fucking ridiculous things going on in this movie. It's just so much fun to watch. I mean, and it's the kind of movie that you gotta fucking watch with a group of friends and a couple of beers, because that's just what this movie was. I feel like it was built and made for. Just because you're not gonna ever understand it. Nobody does. I don't even think Fulci understood it when he made it. So solid 9 out of 10, just because so many of the things in this movie work so well. What do you think, Ray?
God, I would pretty much echo just about everything that you said. But the bad definitely outweighs the good, but somehow it's still an amazing film. I'm probably going to give it like a 7.5 because like you can't necessarily ignore that, even though you pretty much love other aspects of it, and the other aspects make up for the bad. Thing that really sells me in general would be the imagery, the gore, the effects, just everything that you pretty much listed. Like the Italian filmmakers really knew how to paint a picture. Maybe not so much in story, but definitely from a visual perspective. And I've always been a fan of that. I've always loved the fact that there are filmmakers working today that still throw back to that, or just flat out lean and rip off of it on. So it's very cool to see, where those kind of like inspirations came from. These are the original some of the original films to do that, and their responsibility, or they're responsible for ushering an entire era of filmmakers based off of these type of movies. So I think, I'm going to put it up to an 8 just because of what these things have done for cinema going forward. It's a fun movie. It's a blast. It looks beautiful. The gore may not make sense. The characters are completely baffling, but it's a work of art in its own way. And so, I would jump it up to 8.
What do you got? What do you got, LB?
I'm gonna have to be the downer on this one, but I am extremely biased because like my favorite Italian zombie film is definitely Zombie 2, Hell Living Dead, and Burial Ground and Nights of Terror. Like for me, those are like the 3 that just really stand out for me. This one a little bit less like those movies, more along like the lines like the supernatural, kind of doing something different, which I can't appreciate. But I'm gonna have to give it like a 5, man. There was not enough zombie action for me in that movie.
But you got Ricky. We got look at all the Ricky action we got, and and all the characters that look like other characters. I mean, that makes up for so much.
It's just such a weird thing that there is so much holding this film back, and we're basically at that point where there's just nothing but bad stuff that could be said about it. But for some reason, it just, for me at least, and obviously Bates, it just I don't know, man. It kicks in the door, and it's a hell of a flick.
Yeah, it's just one of those movies that I somehow stumbled across when I was a kid, back when I was in my early teens. I came across this movie somewhere, maybe at a convention. Um, I might have picked up like a bootleg copy of it at like Chiller Theater back in like the real early 2000s, 2004, 2005 maybe. No, maybe like 2003, 2004. And it was probably like the cover art on a bootleg DVD that drew me into this movie. And that's how I really stumbled upon it. And it was like at that point the rest was history. Then it's like Italian horror cinema opened up to me, and that was it.
That was the one thing that I could give credit to. Like I knew some Italian horror. I've seen Zombie 2 back in the day, like when I was real young. But I had never really had the doors open for Italian horror for me till I met Chris, our buddy Chris, who passed away a few years back. But he basically, we would go to horror conventions together. And I remember it was the Weekend of Horrors back in the day, 2004, I want to say, something along those lines. And you go to those conventions, there's tables upon tables of bootleg movies. And at 2004, there were so many movies out there that were from the overseas area, and you just couldn't get them in the States. Nobody was putting them out. So you had to rely on bootlegs. And when you're at a convention like that, especially for the first time, it's just completely overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And you just you got a pocket full of money. You don't know where to begin. You don't know which movies are good. All the cover art looks amazing, and you just want to buy everything. And Chris, he was a horror fan for as long as I, known him, and so he had a solid 20 plus years, maybe closer to 30 at that point, of experience in horror. So I was just like, I need some stuff that I can't get here. I want to open my mind a little bit. So he started pointing me in the directions of Italian stuff, and just it opened up a floodgate of all these horror movies that I've never heard of, and that like you could see similarities into the works from today and everything. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten into a lot of these movies. And this was one of the movies that we basically, like the three of us, Bates, Chris and I, just kind of leaned on, and we loved it. So I guess maybe I have a little bit of a special place for it because of that too. But it's, to me, it's one of the best Fulci movies, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, Fulci has a lot of great movies, man, but I don't know. There was just something really special about this one, and that's not taking anything away from movies like Zombie and The Beyond, Cat in the Brain, Don't Torture a Duckling. All of his films are amazing, amazing films, all in their own right, because they're all crazy unique. You're not going to see anybody else doing a film like Fulci. It's just he had a way with his films that it's just like so unmistakable when you see them. Like you're watching a Fulci film. But just one of my favorites. Maybe for the next commentary, maybe we will do Cannibal Ferox. That is such a fun movie. But there are a lot of other fun movies we could do too. I mean, talking about it tonight, we really should do House on the Edge of the Park. It's not exactly horror. It's more of like, exploitation, but it still fits our criteria, I guess.
Yeah, and you and I have watched that movie so many times.
Oh my God!
Conventions that like we could just basically we could have the night off by just leaning on the jokes that we normally make amongst ourselves. So
it's like everybody talks about Last House on the Left. Last House on the Left. That's the fucking movie, man. That movie's crazy. Last House on the Left. It's a good movie. It's a better movie. The unofficial sequel, House on the Edge of the Park. My opinion, way better flick.
Yeah, like you got to give credit to Craven for Last House on the Left, because nobody made a film that brutal around that time. So like he really opened that door for.
Oh everyone. Yeah, without a doubt.
So like that basically just makes it untouchable in my eyes. But if you want to have fun, you want to like feel very uncomfortable. There's just so many things that a House on the Edge of the Park does for that genre that Wes Craven's film didn't even come close to thinking of. So yeah, I respect Craven's film for what it is and what it did for horror movies, but House on the Edge of the Park is a blast.
So that is definitely a movie we need to do for a future commentary. Definitely Cannibal Ferox. I was even thinking one night when we just want to be fucking silly as all fuck, we need to do American Hippie in Israel again. The only time I've seen it was that one time we all watched it together.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I think that would be a wonderful feeling.
wonderful feeling. Oh my god! If you guys have never heard of that movie, that is 100% okay. I don't think many people have heard of that movie, but American Hippie in Israel is just one of the fucking the weirdest films. If you think the movie we just watched didn't make any sense, well, it's gonna make a lot more sense than American Hippie in Israel, because
we were like silent when that movie ended. Like we
no, we were laughing.
I know, but
we were dying.
We were flabbergasted at what we had just watched. We were just like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah, that's a movie.
Like, do yourselves a favor. After you're done listening to this, go right up there on the search bar, type in "An American Hippie in Israel" and watch the trailer, because it is some crazy shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Anyone who was watching the movie with us, anybody who's just listening to us commentary on this crazy ass movie, we want to thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. All of us here at Dead Entertainment appreciate your support and your continued support through the site and the streams we do here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at DeadEntSite, E-N-T, DeadEntSite. And like us over on Facebook, www.facebook.com/deadentertainment. You can remember, always check on the website for all your horror news and any upcoming commentary events, plus all of our original articles and editorials that we release over on Dead Entertainment. A lot of good original pieces that a lot of talented writers over on that site are putting out on a weekly basis. So it's definitely worth checking out a couple times a week. I mean, every day would be good, but at least a couple times a week, and especially on Friday. You can't miss the Rotting Corpse every Friday. Just amazing, amazing stuff. Excuse me. You can follow me over on Twitter at Bates_MotelMT. And you can also check out my YouTube page for my game streams. The easy URL for it is bit.ly/LDgaming. And remember, I got a really cool week-long event coming up on deadentertainment.com. So keep your eye out for that. That'll be happening in a couple of days. What do you got, Ray?
I'm going to keep the gimmick, and I don't have much. You can follow me on Twitter at Raymungus. Keep an eye out on the Dead Entertainment YouTube channel for videos that we're going to be putting out in the coming weeks. If you're watching this on Bates' channel right now, head over to deadentertainment.com and click the little YouTube button and subscribe to us. I have a lot of concert footage from having seen Goblin, so I'm going to be putting those videos up soon. I'm going to be putting up some theory videos, for various horror movies, excitement, to try to garner interest in upcoming projects and things like that. We're basically going to pull all of our resources and such, and really kind of start tackling the video element that's been missing from the website. So if you have anything that you're interested in seeing on the Dead Entertainment YouTube channel, by all means do so. Let us know, send us an email, talk to us on social media. Also, I want to plug the Twitch gaming stream, which happens every Monday on twitch.tv/deadentertainment site, I think it is. You could get all the information from deadentertainment.com. We go live 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. This coming week, we're going to be streaming Resident Evil 7 Madman mode. I think that's what it's called. We did that last week.
Madhouse.
Madhouse mode, yeah. We did that last weekend. We had a blast doing it. If you're feeling generous and want to tip the streamer, our resident streamer Brandon Evans, we have a cool feature on the Twitch channel where if you tip through, I think it's Streamlabs, a jump scare happens. So essentially, while he's searching around the house trying to find clues, everything's quiet, he's already on edge. You tip him, the jump scare happens, the volume is at 250%, and he literally jumps out of his seat, which is pretty hilarious. And knowing Brandon as long as I have, I know that he is legitimately caught off guard like that. It's not acting or anything. We scared the shit out of him with tips.
I think he literally shit his pants last week.
Yeah, like I work on the website and I was sending money just to fuck with him, which was hysterical. But again, all them if you happen to do that, just know that everything goes back into the website. We've been doing it to like get an advertising campaign going and everything. But more importantly, we're doing it just so we have a lot of fun, like try to do different things that other horror sites might not be doing. So come hang out with us on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I think that's about done for me. How about you, LB?
Check out my articles on deadentertainment.com, and if you so desire, you can hit me up at Sinister History on Twitter and check out some stuff that I might post on there. That's all I got.
Very, very cool. So that's about it for us tonight, guys. We'll probably be back in a couple weeks for another commentary. We're having a lot of fun doing these. It's actually a blast. And maybe next one we will be doing Cannibal Ferox. I think that's a really good idea. I haven't seen the movie since the last time we watched it together, Ray. So it's been quite a while since I watched it, but it's a fantastic movie. It's one of the best like exploitation cannibal films of the 70s and the 80s. So it's
absolute favorite of mine.
So yeah, maybe that's what we will be doing next time. No guarantees though, but yeah, I mean maybe we could do a second one. Towards the end of May. That could be fun. If not, it would be sometime in the beginning of June maybe. But we will let everybody know on Twitter and on the website, so just keep an eye out for that for the future commentaries. Again, just want to thank everybody one more time, and we will see. We'll see you all on the next episode. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, man.